Hi, my name is Auhen Cleophate Cesar. Our topic for today is remedial in listening. Remedial Instruction and Listening Program is a program created in order to have a guide on the activities that can be provided to the students which will aid them in enhancing their listening skills. Listening. Listening is the most important communication skills. We probably spend more time using our listening skills than any other kind of skills. Like other skills, listening takes practices. Real listening is an active process. Listening requires attention. Effective listening. Effective listening is the process of analyzing sounds, organizing them into recognizable patterns, clarify the patterns, and understanding the message by inferring the meaning. Many of the problems we experience with the people in our daily lives are primarily attributable to ineffective listening or lack of listening. So let's find out the importance of listening. Importance of listening. First, communication is not complete without effective listening. The second one, an attentive listener stimulates better speaking by the speaker. The third one, a good listener learns more than an indifferent listener. The fourth one, a good listener can restructure indefinite speaking in a way that produces clear meaning. The fifth one, a good listener learns to detect prejudices, assumptions, and attitudes. What is real listening? The three real listening are hearing, understanding, and judging. In real listening, hearing just means listening enough to catch what the speaker is saying. Understanding means the next part of the listening happens when you take what you have heard and understand it in your own way. While judging, after you are sure that you have understood what the speaker has said, think about whether it makes sense. Do you believe what you have heard? The types of listening. Discriminative listening. Comprehension listening. Evaluative listening. Attentive listening. Pretense listening. Selective listening. And lastly, intuitive listening. Discriminative listening, it involves identifying the difference between various sounds. It also enables one to differentiate between familiar and unfamiliar language. Next one, comprehension listening. This one is it involves attaching meaning to what is being listened to. It may also include comprehending the nonverbal messages being conveyed by the speaker. Next, evaluative listening. It involves evaluating and analyzing the message being received. It involves judging the acceptability of what is said depending on how logical one finds it to be. Next is attentive listening. It involves paying attention to the words that are being spoken. Next one, pretense listening. It involves more hearing than listening. It means pretending through facial expressions that one is listening when actually one is not. Next is selective listening. This one involves selecting the desired part of the messages and ignoring the undesired part of the message. Lastly, intuitive listening. It means listening through the intuitive mind by silencing the other forms of internal dialogues going on in the same time. Factors affecting students' listening comprehension, internal factors, and external factors. Internal factors refers to the learning characteristics, language proficiency, memory, age, gender, background, knowledge as well as aptitude, motivation, psychological, and physiological factors. It has five internal factors. First, problems in language proficiency. Second, poor background knowledge. Third, lack of motivation to listen. Fourth, psychological factors. And number five, physiological factors. In internal factors, problems in language proficiency, it covers problem on phonetics and phonology like phonetic discrimination, and phonetic varieties, problems in grammar and lexicological, problems for background knowledge, lack of motivation to listen, psychological factors, other internal factors like age, attention, attention span, memory span, reaction, and sensitivity. So let's move on in external factors. External factors mainly related to the type of language input and task and the context in which the listening occurs. It has four types in external factors. First, speed of delivery and different accents of the speakers. Second, the content and task of listening materials. The third, context. And number four, cotext. So class, external factors, speed of delivery and different accents of the speakers. The content and task of listening materials context, it refers to the spatial temporal location of the utterance. On the particular time and particular place at which the speaker makes an utterance and the particular time and place at which the listener hears or reads the utterance. How to improve students' listening comprehension? First, teach pronunciation stress and intonation of the critical sounds of English. Second, recognize stress and unstressed words. Third one, enrich vocabulary. The fourth one, teach grammar. The last one, practice inferring information not directly stated. Improve skills in predicting and teach note-taking skills. Remedial teaching improves each student's skill or ability. Other teachers use a variety of tactics to guide students through the educational process, including extra practice or clarification, repeating the curriculum, and allocating more time to working on skills. As a result, necessary steps for the planning of teaching methods for students must be taken based on the general or specific nature of the learner's weaknesses or learning challenges. To assist learners to develop their full potential and overcome learning barriers, remedial teachers should arrange a variety of educational activities and tactics. A remedial teaching can assist people by teaching the essentials of reading, written language, mathematics, and experimentation skills using creative, multisensory approaches and procedures. students have been observed to learn more effectively while using these approaches. That would be all. Thank you for listening.